Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. Today we're doing a recap of North America's Mobile Open play-ins. Now, this is here what you're looking at from Embers Rising, this red bar here where we lost, up to Space Station where we won. That is going to be the entire play-in. Basically what happens is you play for a ladder stages for 5 weeks, and the top 9 teams go into the playoffs to battle it out to see if you move on to the next stage. So we lost our first war. It's double elimination, so we go into the lower bracket where we end up facing MCES North America. So this here is Indy's team. We got God from, I believe, not Space Station, Ocean Oasis, but okay. They did triple one of our bases, and then we ended up getting 3 of theirs. Let's take a look at some of these triples. Now, Chase the Ace, absolute monster with the Lalo. This guy is so good. Gonna come in with a Blizzard Lalo, and I believe he's gonna go right at the Town Hall with this Blizzard, probably on this side. Am I right? Where is it at? Oh no, he's coming back here. Okay, so shows what I know. See, this is Chase, brilliant Lalo player. I have no idea what I'm doing and guessed totally wrong on his Blizz. So what he's going to do is come back here and Blizz out that RC and that scatter compartment. Pull out the CC here just a little bit. Killed a lot of those gobs. That was kind of nice. Alright, pulls out the Hound. Going to bring that bad boy down here. Deal with it down here in the 6 o'clock corner. Pulls out the Queen. She's safe from that Archer Tower down there. And just take this Hound down in the safety of this corner. Go ahead and ×2 this. Okay, now we bring in the RC. Have to freeze up the single. Queen's going to move her way up this direction with the King. Now, I believe what he wants to do is put the King here to walk into the Town Hall compartment. Yep, that is what he's doing. Going to use the RC Seeking Shield here pretty soon. A few balloons for that Archer Tower to make sure the King has no chance of walking out, and also you don't have to deal with that Archer Tower later during the Lalo. Here we go. Ice Golem froze there and froze the Town Hall, or he froze it. I can't tell whatever happened there. King is going to get that Town Hall down. Queen is going to break into this multi. The wall break just barely missed that junction, so he has to have the Queen break in there. Not going to be a big deal, though. He starts his Lalo through the Town Hall, or through the Eagle. Gets a weird Lalo split there. Got to put a few more balloons to make sure that Eagle goes down. Brings in the second phase Lalo with the Hound going into the 12 o'clock through a Tesla farm. So he's going to have to use quite a bit of balloons to get through that up there. But he does have a nice pack of balloons going into the scatter and the Queen area with a couple of headhunters. He still has a haste and a freeze in the bag. There goes the freeze. Here comes the haste. And this base is going to go down. Just a beautifully executed Lalo. Really nice Blizz value. Really good Sui value. Just a Chase attack, to be honest. Chase is one of those guys, he just has good plans and good execution. So, GG Chase, that's a beautiful hit. And here we have Tom coming in with a hybrid. Tom is probably one of the best hybrid players I know. He's up there with anybody. He's got really good charge ability, really good vision for seeing pathing in the bases. So what he's going to do here, he's going to start with sneaky gobbing out this storage, and he's going to send his Queen into the Town Hall via this weird wall segment here. Really wanted that cannon down, but it just refused to go down with those builders. Kept building it up, and eventually he said forget it. On the voice, it was funny. He's like, God, balloon just won't go down. You know what? Forget it. I'm done trying to take it down. The Queen will path to the Town Hall, so we're good. So here we go. Gonna have to drop a few healers in, put a Coco Loon in to make sure that there was no bombs there. And the Queen takes down the Town Hall, taking her time. Town Hall has a ton of hit points and a builder repairing it. There we go. And he's going to start that hybrid soon. Let's back all the way out so we can see the whole base. Pulls out the CC. Good timing with the headhunters and the poison there. And now he just has to deal with the hound. No big deal. Sends the wall break in. The timing is, again, perfect because the poison does not kill the wall breaker, but it could have if he sent it in too early. But it doesn't. He wall breaks into that next compartment so he can start his hybrid through the eagle down here at the bottom. And then let his queen walk up and get the enemy king and the multi-target inferno. So here comes the hybrid through the eagle compartment where there are 2 skelly traps, of course. Whenever the eagle's on the edge of the map like that, it's definitely trapped. But I thought it was interesting he used the siege barracks to clear out this gap here. Really good idea. Because it's really wide and really awkward to have to path through there with the hybrid. But anyways, looks like he's going to use a tome here. Get himself through the queen, through the core. There is a pack of miners that were on the scatter shot. And they're going to go down just because that wizard tower is dealing so much splash damage to him. But the king does work his way into this multi-target inferno compartment, which was really all he really needed to have happen there since the miners didn't make it through that area at the top. And now he's just going to have his queen beat out the walls and take out the 12 o'clock with the help of the RC and the king. Really not going to be that big issue. Kind of nice to have those wall breaks on the backside. That queen, or that wall break, it did not quite make it through that Tesla farm to break this corner here, but the entire back end of the base is open, so it really didn't matter. It was a beautiful hit. And again, I mean, whenever you do a queen charge anything, when the queen is alive with full health and your swag and spells, he did pretty good. So, GG Tom, that was a nice hit. And then my hit was just a Blizz drags. We'll go through it in ×2. Nothing special. I'm just going to Blizz in between the single target Inferno and the Town Hall so that I can get both of those buildings down. There we go. It was trapped pretty heavy with bombs. Got pretty lucky that the wizards dodged it. And yeah, so we're just going to bring those ice golems down here and deal with them with my baby dragon. We'll zoom out. It's going to be a baby drag. Gonna poison. And they did walk out of the poison just about, but anyways, it worked out. Dragons through the eagle. King and queen to funnel. I also funneled off this building up here to force the king and queen to go into this compartment so the dragons didn't have to pass through there since we are going to be fighting a sweeper. I also brought a headhunter to deal with the enemy king that was up there. Use the invis there to keep the drags alive to make sure that that multi goes down. All the dragons converge onto the queen there, which is really nice. RC from the bottom to take down some of the defenses so that the army meets up with the RC at the 3 o'clock. And we did manage to pull off a triple here as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next war. All right, so here we have the war against Golden X's, one of their teams. I don't know if they consider themselves a main team, the number 1 team, the 2 team, I don't know. But it did end up being 13-14. The only fail we had was on this base here, and it is one of these toxic ring bases. You are going to see a ton of this. Ring bases are going to be the meta. These anti-2s are very popular and very strong right now because a max town hall is very hard to take down. Anyway, I'm only doing all the defense replays and stuff and bases and how we did to prepare for this and the kind of base setups we used for different strats. Doing all of that on my Patreon because I only do defensive stuff on my Patreon, as most of you know. So we're only going to be talking about the offense here today. The first raid here is going to be by Tom, and it is again going to be a hybrid. We're going to play it in ×2 just to kind of get through some of these replays. I don't want this video to be a year long, but yeah. So here he goes. He's going to go right at the town hall. And he's actually going to get some pretty nice wall breaks here to get the queen into that town hall. At first, I didn't hear his plan. So at first I thought he was going to charge past the town hall with these wall breaks he gets here. But the entire idea was to wall break into the town hall and have her come up and out afterwards. There we go. And she works her way down. And he rages her up again. Going to start the hybrid through. The eagle, which is always nice. Dealing with the eagle right away is always a bonus. The eagle's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a pain when it's on the back end of the raid and you start running low on troops. It's targeting all your stuff. It sucks. But yeah, so queen working her way through. Hybrid coming around the 9 o'clock. Use the queen ability there. And she's going to be able to break through that wall. Or she goes out. Oh, she's going to go outside the wall. And he's coming into that final Inferno compartment. Problem here is that he left up that multi in the core, which is always a little bit scary, but he actually is going to be able to power through that and come back around to the scatter, and the RC takes it down. Another beautiful hit. Swag troops again. Tom is just a beast. Here I am again with another Blizz drag with a zap this time. And I wanted to send the blimp into the town hall here. I only have 4 invis spells. So normally I bring 5, but this time I only brought 4. I do find the NATO, and I'm going to have to invis a second time a little early to keep the wizards alive there. And we do barely get the town hall, but it did get it done. Thank God, because that was obviously baited. And we still managed to pull it off somehow. But yeah, so I'm going to play this in ×4. Drags going into the queen. That's why I brought the zap, because I wanted to go into the queen right there. Didn't want to have to fight that sweeper. We're going to push through. I wall broke into the scatter shot at 12. It was Ryan's idea. It's a really good idea because it did make the dragon's path a whole lot better through the core there. And even with that great pathing, it does get a little close here at the bottom. But we do end up pulling in a 3-star again. So, all right, let's take a look at another raid. Here we have Ryan also coming in with a Blizz drag. He only brings 3 invis spells. Pretty gutsy, in my opinion. But he is good at it, does it all the time. But Ryan's one of those players that's actually good at pretty much everything. Like, I see him do every single strat, hybrid, any ground raids, any air raids, doesn't matter. All right, here we go. So he's got his funnel. Now he's got his drags pushing into the base. He's going to put the king and queen here. And he's just going to push his way through the base, through the double infernos there at 1 and 2 o'clock, or 12 and 1 o'clock, into the double scatter with a heal and a rage. King's working his way around. Queen has managed to find herself inside the base. She's going to end up getting the eagle down. He does bring the RC down here for the air defense. Drags are fizzling just a little bit, but he still has all 3 heroes up, and this is going to be a triple. Just a really, really well executed adjustments to this raid. Definitely was not the way he planned it. The drags did take kind of a crazy split, but he does end up tripling in the end. And that owl is clutch. Does come close on time, but there it was. Beautiful hit for Ryan. And again, we have Chase the Ace. This drag bat is so good. He absolutely, I mean, sometimes you just pick the right strategy on a base. You hit all of its weak points, and that's kind of what happens here. So what he's going to do is he's going to Sui the RC in just for pathing, really. He wants to get that scatter, he wants to get that sweeper, and he really just wants the pathing to be able to cut a side off with the heroes and then send the dragons in, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So we got heroes coming into the eagle. There you go. And now he's got an E-drag up here for the funnel, and he's going to send the drags in through here to work their way into the town hall. Now, this yak actually does create a little bit of a problem by breaking through this wall so quick. The heroes are going to bust out, and they're going to want to go in with the drags, which is not at all what he wanted to do. But the yak then corrects that problem by breaking into this compartment here. which was really nice and clutch because without that, the queen never would have came back, I don't think, for this Inferno Tower. Or does she not even come out? No, she's going to break through the wall here, so never mind. The yak was basically just a headache. But he does get to hold the tome until he gets to the town hall, because those central town halls, you can hold the tome sometimes, play it by ear, see how it goes, and he did. Held the tome for the blimp over the town hall and didn't lose very many troops going out of that poison. So now he has Drags tanking the wizard tower, so he sent the bats in through there, froze up the multi, freezes up the wizard tower. The wizard tower is the last splash damage. He still has a freeze. He's going to use it on all these point defenses. He did freeze like 4 or 5 defenses on that one freeze back there. And yeah, he's just going to plow through this base. Now there's too many bats, not enough defenses to stop them, and a lot of dragons up. The queen does pull the hound at the very end, but she still has ability, so it's not going to be any kind of problem at all to deal with those pups. Let's go ahead and fast forward to this. Chase with another beautiful hit. GG, Chase. All right, we have one more war to look at, and it's the final match between us, and it says Space Station is the clan they're warring out of, but their team is Train Station Gaming. So you see here, it's not like the Agent and Goreticus team. This is the Jethro, Boone, Tupac Lives Forever, John, and Zinch team. Each team managed to get one triple. Very, very defensive war. We were probably all running our best bases. I think everybody probably was feeling a bit of pressure, being as we knew this was the match. If you win, you make it, and if you lose, you don't. So this is going to be my hit here against this very common base. Now, I hit this the way that Leo or Li Feng hits it. He's like the best P.E.K.K.A. Smash player in the game. Itsu's made a video on his style of raid, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. And that's basically going to be Warden Walk into this multi-target Inferno, wall break here, and then wall break here as well. Yeah, for the Eagle, you're putting the King and the Witches. Everything else is going into the compartment here with the Archer and Wizard Tower, and then you just jump across here to bridge these 2 or these 3 compartments and the core, and you blimp for the Town Hall. So here we go. Warden's going in. Did not need a rage to get through those storages because we had the Owl helping deal damage, so we did get through there pretty quick. And now we can pull everything over. Get the P.E.K.K.A.s in. Get the Witches in and the King in. Put the Witches in first because nothing was going to target them. If something was there to target them, I would have put the King in first. But anyway. Rage everything up as they come into that compartment. The Headhunter almost gets the Royal Champ down there, but not quite. Bring in a few Coco Loons. Everybody's pushing their way into the core. I start the blimp. Now, the only thing that's going to ruin this raid is if this blimp is baited. Here we go. Here we go. And, of course, it's baited. Now, I'm using a safe blimp of just gobs. Like, barbarians and gobs, I think. This blimp gets nowhere near the town hall. And the problem is, I was thinking, okay, I'm watching the town hall. Does it go down? Is it going to go down? It gets very close, but I noticed the builders aren't hitting the town hall, so I don't have to send the RC down here. I could send the RC this way to support the King and get it with the Royal Champion shield. Even if she's stuck on the Hound, I knew the shield could take it down. And then, even then, there's not a ton of army left, so it's like, you know, we're just kind of waiting to see how the rest of the army develops over there at the 9 o'clock with all the Witches and the Warden. But we do manage to break through. The Royal Champion shield did take down the Town Hall. The King broke the walls for the Queen to make it into that Town Hall compartment. The RC's pushing her way into the Expos. We still have a freeze and a invis. So at this point, it's looking pretty good as long as there's enough time. Hit the freeze here. Gonna hit the invis there just to make sure that RC does not go down. And we managed to pull off a triple, and this is going to be what wins us the war. It was a crazy, crazy tournament, crazy experience, a lot of fun. GG to my team. Our team name is Soft Shell Supreme. Tiz Loves Tacos is our captain. We got Tiz, M-Dub, Tom, me, Ryan, and Chase. GG to my guys. GG to everybody in the tournament. It was a ton of fun. That's going to do it for today's video. A little bit longer than usual, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.